One day I had a dream where I went down to the basement. The simple basement with the simple stuff, washer, instruments, some boxes. But this distinctive feature of this basement was in the children, and they were everywhere. They were sitting in the corners, under the tables, their little legs dangled from the closet, and with each step I saw more and more children. But the only one thing that wasn't occupied was a couch. First I didn't understand why, but when the boy came out from there, I realized why. One of the child came up to me and said, "You can go inside too. There you can be anyone. You can live as this person, feel this person, and do as this person did. But you cannot change anything there. You cannot interrupt the course of event." And I agreed, and I was there. As he said, I was anyone. I was a serial killer victim. I was a warlord guard, and even Mahatma Gandhi. When I woke up, I felt a strange mix of confusion and happiness. However, awareness didn't come to me. It didn't come right away. It came when I couldn't handle what was behind the sofa at the real life. The life where I spent minimum of my attendance, but where is asked maximum of my recoil. But firstly, let me explain which meaning was carried in my dream. To recognize small red couch from comfortable huge sofa would be hard if the both of them had an opening part. It would be much harder if I wasn't fan of Criminal Minds and didn't read book about Mahatma Gandhi. And it would be impossible if I didn't do these previous actions on this sofa. So how you understand this dream was about living thousands and even more lives at the same time. It was about emotion which can be given only from the books, films and games. It was about opportunities which help us escape from this harsh reality to the island of calmness. And this is amazing. But even here, like everything else in the world, there are negative sides. And one of the bad sides is the belief that you cannot change, that you don't have strength to choose different outcomes. The main character of horror films will keep entering this house no matter how long and loud you will scream him not to do it. You can ask protagonist of melodrama to not forgive the betrayal, but anyway she will do it. All your actions against of it are in vain. But are in vain. And the only reaction for peace of your mind is to accept this fact and wait out the storm of feelings of resentment and anger, and carry on. But for the most part, they are circumstances after which we don't nothing but rest. We need the dose of calm and and peace, and we find it in books, films, in games. But when these circumstances put pressure on us, we have a reason to use this dose more. And the longer and more often we use this method, the stronger we don't want to come to the reality. It begins to seem us that the best way to solve any problem is acceptance. Unconsciously, we already see the failure beforehand. We begin to believe that we don't have enough strength and influence. If so, then we no longer want to deal with anything. And instead of fighting and looking for ways out, we run. We run towards an island of calm and well-being. We escape. But living in two worlds means responding to the demands of these two worlds. And if time and energy goes into the second world, then problems begin in the first. Misunderstanding of relatives, loneliness, failures, disappointments. And here we face a third world. And we are accustomed to this way of thinking, that instead of looking at the problem and solving it, we look at it and run away. We run in the direction of emotional calm. And as we remember, charging us with energy in order to further to put it into reality. And here another problem appears. where to put it. In alien worlds, we are powerless, and we became disillusioned with our world, so weird. And here comes the third world, the world of fantasies. There is very simple. Everything turns out as we want. There we are omnipotent. We build, destroy, choose what we want. Everything is fine there too. But problems do not dissolve. They tend to accumulate. The longer we sit in our dreams, the more problems came to our return. And seeing this, we run back to our island. And here, circle is twisted, the circle of avoidance. We meet this problem, run to the island, come back, see how the problem have increased. Because of this, we run back again. When we have the courage to get out, we see our problem increased 2 or 3 in size. And because of this, we return to the island, where we become more attached to this place. This vicious cycle of short-term pleasure and long-term feelings of guilt and anxiety. It is a circle of lies onto oneself. It often makes people miserable and leads to unpleasant consequences: depression, stress, and even suicide. So how to get out of the circle? Lies can be defeated only by truth. The first thing to do is to admit to yourself that you are in this circle, no matter where you disappear, in fantasy, games, alcohol, drugs. Second, understand that you are able to change anything in your life. You have power to change the outcome of events in reality. Don't give up ahead of time. Third, accept the reality as it really is. And if you don't like it, go to the fourth step. The fourth step, change your reality so that you would want to live there.